Hey everyone, what is going on? Hope you're having a good day. I'm jumping on here to talk about the new Warzone dual matching post season 3. It might even been before season 3. I don't know. I feel like before season 3 it made a little more sense. After season 3, these matchings are just all over the place. I know they're trying to mix in more servers now. Previously, I'm in server 71 and our grouping was server 7069 through server 100. That was our grouping of 32, which is kind of the range they were keeping everybody out there for a period of time. And now they seem like they're opening that up a bit. We've been fighting everybody all the way up through 150, 160 now over the last few weeks after season 3 ended in a couple different events. And now that Warzone duel has started, I was going to be interested to see kind of the range that they're going to throw into our server mixing. But I found it extremely odd that they didn't one that they didn't mix us. So our original server grouping is all on the left, and then the new server grouping that we are matched with in this Warzone duel is all on the right. So very strange that they did that, first of all. And then second of all, they didn't even match it based on any kind of ranking, I don't believe. Because you have two of the top servers down here at the right. So us, we got Crazy Deerfly and some other pretty big players. So we got a lot of really big players on our server, just a pretty good server overall. And so they matched us with LNL, which is probably one of the strongest servers in this entire matching. And they were pretty strong before, but then pre-season 3, Root, who you see at the top here, actually joined this server and has made it even beefier than what it was before. And it's not just because of his power. So if you look at him, he's almost 300 million total hero power. But going down the line here, you see they have almost 8 players at 200 million hero power. And if you don't know, that means they're probably running right around 300 plus. 300 plus in total power, 300 to 350, roughly, depending on if they're war leader, if they have full drill grounds and stuff. A very very heavy server. They got tons of power. They know what they're doing. They've won a lot of war zones. So it's very strange that we got paired with them out of the gates. So they're doesn't look like they're pairing based on Warzone power. Maybe it might have been, who finished where in previous Warzone duel tournaments, because I know TAI, they usually do okay. But if you look at them compared to us, 213, 210, 206, and then nobody else in 200 million hero power or higher. So they don't have nearly as much power as we do. They don't have nearly as much power as LNL. Top is pretty strong here. So this is a little bit closer to LNL in total power, but still they don't even have that many players. So they're, if you're talking about a close match, if they were matching based on who was close to who in power, then yeah, I guess that would make sense. Because nobody else in here is extremely strong aside from 123. They got some pretty big players in here as well on the top end anyways. And then who they're paired with, 118, they don't really have too many big players either. So I'm not quite sure how they did these groupings. It's really kind of frustrating that you have right out of the gates, you're matched with a really big server. You got two of the biggest that would potentially meet in the finals, meeting in the first round. And it just kills, if you don't know about the tournament, it kills your chances of getting into the top 3 potentially, because you're already knocked out and then you're kind of in the quote unquote losers bracket. So I think the best you can end up doing is maybe 4th. I'm not sure. But that's, it's just crazy, instead of just being matched up later on, that you're automatically knocked out of, the top 4, maybe, probably the top 4 rewards here, and where you finish in total, even if you win every round after that. It's just because you might have faced the number 1 team and you were the number 2 team. potentially, or number 3 team. But I don't know. It's just kind of frustrating. I will say it is fun to have good competition. You want to have a good fight. You want to have a lot of fun in these fights. You don't want it to be, just you jumping in there, overwhelming somebody, and just destroying them in the first hour. While that is fun because then you don't have to stress out about winning and you can just get on about your day after an hour, you capture it, and everybody moves on. But then also the flip side, you don't want to just be absolutely dominated either and just have no chance at winning, and then everybody just, gives up after about 10 minutes. It could go either way, but I don't know. I like the fair matching where you're in there with some good quality opponents. I think they could have done a lot better here though. And that's it for this. Let me know in the comments if you guys have any issues with the matching. I know in season matchings, there's some like crazy things that happen in there too. There's always going to be some unfortunate alliances that you just get thrown in there with some mega whales, and there's really nothing you can do. You just kind of have to try to get through the season and finish as best as you can. I really hope the matching gets better in the future, though. They need to find a better way to do this stuff and make it so it's not as frustrating when you get matched up like this out of the gates. As always, thanks for watching and have a great day.